Next player we got up is Jaden Daniels. What the fuck, bro?
There is nothing like a full Sunday where you're just a lazy bum on your couch while your diet consists of chips, chicken wings, pizza, and soda for a whole about 16 hours or so. That, my friends, is the NFL season. From watching your team slip you into an unlimited season-long depression over and over because they can't get the ball past the line of scrimmage, all the way up until your boy, whose team won the Super Bowl last year, has to call you numerous times over and over to remind you how much your team sucks because it's the only way he can compensate for his lack of masculinity. Or even the fantasy season where you decided to draft Kyle Pitts in round 5 because you still believe that there is hope. The 3-page long injury reports of yet another Tua Tagovailoa concussion, to watching our favorite comedy show called The Dallas Cowboys while Jerry Jones casually burns his entire franchise to the ground. Instances of just being a Bears fan and having to hear it casually over and over that this is their year. Spoiler, it isn't. We cover it all, ladies and gentlemen. This is Pick 6. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Pick 6 podcast presented by Street Logic Sports. I am your host, Yusuf Shaban, and I am joined by
Isaiah Brune.
Naoki Gima.
Magic Jesse.
2 weeks in a row, by the way.
Yeah,
Everyone
2 weeks in a
said
row
the
with
name.
last name, guys.
I'm feeling
I'm
it.
proud. I'm honestly proud. I'm proud of your progression, man. Good job. We're entering week 3 of the NFL season, and the first 2 weeks have been some of the best football we've watched in quite some time. Would you guys agree?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Honestly,
been
it's
too
been
bad.
great football. It's been great football, honestly. The 1 o'clock slate last week was probably the best I've ever seen in my life.
Not that
Really?
far
I'm
off.
good.
Seriously joking.
No, the 1 o'clock slate, bro, those games were just insane.
Oh wait, 1 o'clock for you. You're East Coast. You're East Coast.
Yeah, for
That's
you,
what I
yeah,
said.
you guys.
So
Oh,
Okay,
yeah,
sorry.
you're
the
talking about the
Eagles,
morning.
Chiefs, and then like, what are you talking about?
Yeah. Sorry. Should have been clear. The Chargers are 2-0. The Chiefs are 0-2. And we're usually used to that being the other way around. Justin Herbert and Jordan Love, Lamar Jackson, Josh Allen, all looking like MVP candidates this season. The Cowboys don't look that bad. The Panthers still suck, and the games have been electric to say the very least. We've got a lot to cover today, guys. Some previews heading into week 3, some injuries, some games of the week. And of course, we have our fantasy football outlook. Speaking of fantasy, let's give you a review of this week in Fantasy Clown Ball, what me and Isaiah did, how we performed this week. Zay, would you like to kick us off in terms of fantasy football this week for our league?
Yeah, I'm 2-0. Currently lead the league in points scored. Yeah, dominating per usual. Yusuf, you actually had quite the week yourself. I think you dropped the highest amount of points this week as well.
Had the highest amount of points this week. I dropped 167.78.
Jeez.
Currently 1-1. I have more points than you, Zay.
Who did you have? Like Neighbors and freaking Devontae?
He does have neighbors.
Believe it or not, I am the highest scorer in the league right now at 303 points.
I had a girl.
Yes. Yeah, this week was a good week for me. I mean, I had Malik Neighbors go off. I had James Cook, Devon Achane go off. Herbo had a great game for me.
Chain did go off.
I left Ramondre Stevenson on the bench, but I started Jameson Williams, who in turn was fantastic. So, yeah, good week. I had a great week.
We also
Zay, on the other hand.
We also just
You
did
had-
a trade as well.
Let's hear this
Oh, yeah,
one.
we did. We did. Zay, would you like to announce the trade for us?
Yeah, I gave Yusuf, Street Logic's golden boy, Emeka
Don't say
Egbuka.
it.
I gave him Emeka Egbuka for my GOAT, my personal GOAT, Keenan Allen, and Trey Benson, backup running back for the Cardinals, soon to be RB1 for the Cardinals.
Interesting.
Yeah.
It's only
It
right
was,
you get your boy.
It was
Yeah.
honestly just two people exchanging bench players, to be honest.
Mhm.
Because, I mean, I'm stacked at running back myself, so I thought, why not do the experiment with Trey Benson?
Yeah.
And then in the process, I get my favorite wide receiver of all time, Keenan Allen. And obviously,
I too.
Yusuf.
Yeah. I was stacked at running back as well. I just wanted to get me load up at wide receiver because my bench was loaded with running backs, and I needed to improve my my receiving core. So it's nice to have Egbuka there.
Yeah, let us know what you guys think of the trade down below. We also had another trade. in the league. Zafer, who actually requested this little segment that we're doing, he traded away Jamar Chase for Puka Nacua.
Yeah.
Straight up.
Straight up.
Listen,
Man,
I'm not
just
gonna
look
lie.
at
No, listen.
It's really not that bad.
It's
all
not that
things
bad now
not
that
that
you think
bad.
of it because the way Puka's been performing,
Yeah.
and obviously with the quarterback situation with Jamar,
Yeah.
the only thing is it just comes down to Puka's health. You know what I mean?
How's my Bijan first pick looking so far?
Fantastic so far.
It's only
honestly.
week 2.
Uh-huh.
Get back to me by week 5.
Uh-huh. But yeah, anyway,
Well, I mean,
that's all there is. Really.
Jamar, the last time he had Jake Browning at QB, it was a lot of points.
It's not that bad. It really isn't that bad.
He still had a good
Yeah.
game though.
Yeah, he had a great
even though
game.
Joe
Yeah,
Burrow
he had a
went
great
out.
game.
Yeah.
Browning showed up too. He had those 2 picks, and after that, he turned it on, bro. He was crazy.
He's the best
impressed.
backup quarterback in the league, to be honest with you.
No, Mac Jones might have something to say about that.
All right, brother. It was the fucking Saints, but carry on.
I don't give a fuck. I don't care. It was the Jags.
I
So
guess
what?
I guess we forgot about Shador then.
Shadaddy.
He's the best emergency quarterback in the league.
The third, fourth string quarterback.
Third stringer. Man. All right, let's get into it. Boomer bust this past week. Not as great a week as we did in week 1. but
Still, we had some
Sol-
generational calls.
Solid week
I
nonetheless.
must say.
Yeah, solid. Let's start us off. Zay, you had Romo Dunze.
Yes, please. Let me start this off. I had Rome Odunze as my boom player this week. I urged you guys to start him. I just said I had a feeling. He matched up against the Detroit Lions. My boom prediction was 17.9, and he finished with a whopping 31.8 points.
Mhm.
He had 11 targets for 7 catches. He had 128 receiving yards, and he also had 2 touchdowns.
He went off.
How about that one, boys?
That was a W.
Beautiful call.
It's a good
Beautiful
call.
call. And honestly, it made us look great on TikTok to that piece of shit who decided to say Romo Dunze was getting locked up. Who was it? Let me
Would
see.
you like
let me
to
see.
call him out by name?
Yeah, let's see where you are.
Who was going to lock him up?
Your
The
at
Lions
is
secondary.
It's horrible.
at ransom _s
Yeah,
said Odunze getting locked up. ...
yeah.
I replied to him with this.
Hey,
And a lot of
Ransom,
people, there were a couple of people that were replying to that TikTok saying DJ Moore or Romo Odunze. I said Odunze. We're leaning Odunze. He's drawing the weaker matchup, and immediately right out the gate,
Wonder what happened, huh?
yeah. Zay, beautiful call. That's just one of the best calls, probably going to be of the year right there. So,
Yeah, but Yusuf, you got some fucking explaining to do right now.
well, I'm fucking irritated. I mean, shit, the fuck am I supposed to do? I had him on my fantasy team in one of my leagues, bro. And he had opportunities.
Yusuf,
Just
I
address-
lost.
Collins.
I
Address,
lost because of this.
address the mob. Address
Please.
the people that are coming for you.
Yeah, Nico Collins. Matchup was against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. His boom projection was supposed to be 21 points. He finished with 14.2 on 9 targets for 3 catches and 52 yards. He did have a touchdown. He should have had another touchdown towards the end of the game, but CJ Stroud, for some reason, forgot how to throw a fucking football. I'm very disappointed. Like, that should have been it. If he made that touchdown catch, that would have been the 21 right there.
But it wasn't.
It wasn't, and I apologize. And you guys should apologize too.
Unfortunately, we just have to be harsher about this one because this was one of the easier calls to be made.
Yeah,
There's no way
it
to
was.
skate around it. When you call a guy like Nico Collins a boom, he has to boom. And
I think this
Yeah,
is more
and
just
you
about
guys-
CJ over Nico, though. CJ
And
Stroud.
you guys got to be harsh on yourselves too. You guys were sitting there talking about, I wasn't. Oh, thanks, Yusuf. I wasn't gonna start Nico anyway, was I? Try to act all fucking smart. Now look at you. Now we all look like retards.
Whoa.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
What did I do?
Sorry.
thankfully, I don't have
Sorry.
Nico Collins in any leagues. I thought it was funny.
Anyway, I apologize. If you guys didn't start Nico, then
It's all right, Majid. Don't be hiding
Yeah.
too much.
I'm not hiding too much. Listen. Hey, look, this next one. So my boom player was DK Metcalf. So DK Metcalf did finish with 11 points on 6 targets, 3 catches, 20 yards, and a touchdown. I did expect DK to have some sort of revenge
I
game
think you said 90 yards, 8 catches, and a touchdown.
something like that. But he did have a 30-yard.
He got the touchdown.
He got the touchdown, but he did have in the third quarter. He did have a touchdown drop, a 30-yard touchdown drop that he, if he caught that, he's right at 23 points, a little over what I expected. But like you said, he didn't. So
I'm sure Yusuf is
You
happy
know,
about that.
DK got what he was projected to begin with, around 11, 12 points. So DK
All
Metcalf
things
is a
considered,
bust.
both your guys didn't have the worst week.
They didn't. They got their average. It's just
Yeah.
they didn't hit the boom projection that we wanted them to. So
Yeah.
it is what it is.
And then I had myself not the best one either. My bust player was Kenneth Walker.
Oof.
As you know, we've been a little
Wow.
harsh on Kenneth Walker and the Seahawks running back
Yeah.
situation on this show. And he kind of shut us up a little bit, and more so myself. His matchup was the Pittsburgh Steelers, and my bust projection was 7.1. He finished with 18.8
God
points,
damn.
13 carries for 105 yards, 1 catch for 13 yards, and a touchdown. To be honest, man, this is the best he's looked in a long time. I mean, he was efficient as a runner. He was not scared of contact whatsoever. He finally played in the game like he wasn't made of glass, which is what I'm sure a lot of Kenneth Walker fantasy owners have been waiting to see. It was just I mean, Charbonnet's still right there.
Yep.
I know he's right there, but this was a good game for Kenneth Walker to kind of stay on track as the RB1.
I'm gonna double down. I
Yeah.
still think Kenneth Walker, like we said this before.
I'm not going nowhere.
That's what I'm saying. Kenneth Walker's had these games. We said it. Every 3-4 games, he's gonna have that one game
Yeah.
that he'll score that touchdown or he'll get
Yep.
those yardages. But let's see if he can keep it up for another 2 weeks.
And I'm a little
see.
disappointed with the Steelers defense, man. They let me down
Yeah.
last week.
They look like shit,
Yeah.
Yeah.
to be fair.
Go ahead, Yusuf.
For the second week in a row, Tony Pollard was a bust player. And for the second week in a row, we were right.
You were right, baby.
I
Talk
was
to him.
right.
Talk to him.
His matchup was against the LA Rams. His bust projection was 9.8. He finished with 9.2. He had 20 carries for 92 yards. And that is all he did. Nothing in the pass catching department, nothing else.
Which is kind of shocking because he was quite efficient running the ball. 20 for 92
20
is not bad.
20
At
for
all.
92 is not awful.
It's just under
then-
5 yards a carry.
Yeah, but then you look at Kenneth Walker with 13 for 105, and then you really start to wonder, like, damn.
Yeah,
That
but I
wasn't
mean, to be
that
fair, he
efficient.
had a really tough matchup, which is probably
He
why you
did.
picked
He
him.
did. It's the exact reason I picked him. It was against a very tough pass rush, a very tough run defense in the NFL. The LA Rams, very young. I don't know. It's not looking great. And honestly, you guys are going to see my bust player for this week too, and you're probably going to be wondering, what do I have against the Titans? I just don't. Yeah, it's just not good. But Tony Pollard, yeah, he's just tough matchup. I'm glad it worked out for us in this regard.
Yeah.
So my bust player for this week was DeAndre Swift. No surprise, you guys know DeAndre Swift. But running back, I hate him. But I'm just saying.
DeAndre butt ass.
DeAndre butt ass.
Butt
That's
ass.
all that comes to mind because this guy's ass. But his
Butt
matchup
ass.
was the Detroit Lions, who we knew were going to bounce back from the ugly Week 1 performance.
Boy, did they.
Yeah, 52 points, 54 points, whatever they put up. His bust projection was 10.4 points. He finished with 13.9 on 12 carries, 63 yards, 3 catches for 6, 1 touchdown, 1 fumble. Now, we did talk about this. I will count this as a W, even though he got above the bust, because he scored a touchdown with literally 2 minutes and 20 seconds in garbage time, where the Lions were butt fucking the
It
Bears.
was looking great.
Yeah, exactly, by like 45 points. He was right. He was below what I said. I said DeAndre Swift is projected 10. Don't be surprised if he ends with 6 to 7 points, which that's where he was. This guy, Naoki, bro.
Let's just hope if
I hate you, bro.
I hate you, Naoki.
is that
I
the
hate you
second
so
time you've
much.
done this now on the show.
I gotta contribute.
you
I'm
so
not doing
much.
fantasy this year. I
6'7".
gotta contribute something to the show.
6'7".
Yeah, but that butthole freaking last second D line.
Insane.
Fucking, I hate Swift. Listen, Swift is going to be a bust player for the rest of the year. So if you do have DeAndre Swift, like myself,
Wow.
throw him on the bench.
Crazy,
again.
dog.
Wow.
I'm starting Nick Chubb
treating
over
your
DeAndre
former
Swift
running
this
back
week.
like this, bro.
Hey, listen, I'm just stating the facts, bro. Especially on that Bears team, I'm starting Nick Chubb over him this week. So
Ooh.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yep.
But yeah,
Anyway,
all things considered, we had 2 really good calls.
Yeah.
We're still keeping the streak of generational calls, which is not bad at all. But let's move on to plug in and plug out for week 2. We did much better than last week.
Yep.
We finished 6 out of 10 on our calls from week 2. Our best call being Jamison Williams having his
Yes,
bounce
sir,
back
Yusuf.
week.
Good job,
Shout out
Yusuf.
Yusuf for trading for him the week prior. And our
Sir.
worst call was being Cooper Kupp deciding to play football instead of doing cardio for 60 minutes. If you want to hear our picks, though, from last week, you can find episode 4 of Pick 6 on YouTube and Spotify. We are on video now, as you can see. Hello.
Stay with us now.
Yeah, stay with us now. Research is paying off, and we are going to be back better than ever for this week.
Here we go.
Sir. Now, boys, let's transition over into the injury report heading into week 3. We have quite the list.
A lot of names.
Some new names. A lot of new names.
Yeah, we got some new names on here. I'll start us off. We got Aaron Jones with a hamstring injury. I guess it was.
No surprise there.
I guess it was bound to happen, unfortunately. The Vikings officially have placed Aaron Jones on IR this Tuesday, thus meaning he will have to miss at least the next 4 games. It's unclear whether or not the injury will keep him out longer than that, but if you know anything about Aaron Jones and his injury history, especially with hamstring injuries, they tend to kind of linger throughout the season and keep him out here and there. So this is just, honestly, if I had to say it, this is kind of the nail in the coffin news for Aaron Jones fantasy owners because this is not going to go away. But yeah, expect it to be the Jordan Mason backfield.
Let's go.
Which I'm hyped up for.
Which we called, by the
Yep.
way.
Yes, sir. Yusuf.
Another Viking. We got J.J. McCarthy, rookie-ish quarterback. Is expected to miss 2 to 4 weeks after sustaining a high ankle sprain in Sunday's loss to the Falcons. I will mention that Isaiah said this is Carson Wentz's team, and he's going to take his job. I'm just going to say that. I
Hey.
will put that out there.
Carson Wentz is my boy. I love that decision.
Why are you just putting me on blast like that, though?
I just had
Why are you
to.
putting me on blast like I'm wrong?
I just had. Oh wow. Oh.
I saw that he's like the first
Hey.
quarterback
Oh.
in NFL history to
Y'all
score
know.
6 teams in 6 years.
Y'all know?
Yeah.
Oh.
Y'all know what he's capable of?
Hey,
Oh, I
that
don't know
was
about-
I gotta
MVP
say
before
it.
season, before he got the ACL.
Brother, that was almost a decade ago.
Yeah.
Listen, all I'm
Anyway.
saying is Addison and Justin Jefferson owners just
Hey, if
I'm
Geno
ready.
Smith can do it, why can't Carson
Look, I'm
Wentz?
I'm
Yeah.
hoping for something out of Carson Wentz. Is it realistic
think-
to expect it?
Why would it not be? It's the best situation he could be in.
It is.
He's
got a
with the
throwing arm.
quarterback whisperer. He's got Justin Jefferson. He'll have Jordan Addison next weekend.
TJ Hawkinson.
he's got Hawkinson.
He got weapons all around.
Got
Hey.
Adam Thielen.
Darnold and Geno did it. See if Carson can do
Let's
it.
see it.
Again, no official timeline yet for J.J. McCarthy to return. But at this moment in time, Carson Wentz will be at the helm with a Jordan Mason running back and Jordan Addison set to return after this coming week as well.
Tough
Imagine.
break.
Emeka Egbuka, the golden boy, so he's dealing with the hip and groin injury. So he didn't practice Wednesday due to minor injuries sustained in the win versus the Texans. So there's no telling whether or not the injuries will keep him out this week. So he's got to keep an eye out for, our golden boy this week. So we'll see if he suits up for the Bucks on Sunday.
I think he will. It is
Yeah.
a little. I mean, I saw in the game on Monday he was getting wrapped up or something like that. I saw he was dealing with some shit, but he stayed in the entire game, and
Good
he was
game.
even
He
out there on
toughened
the
it up.
last play. So
He's young, so I think he'll be fine. He doesn't want to miss any time himself. So
also another solid outing. We're talking about 3 touchdowns through 2 games.
Yeah.
It's looking like the offensive rookie of the year really early right now.
We
Yep.
did say he was a touchdown machine, man.
Mm-hmm.
He's a strong kid.
Naoki.
Next up, we have Jalen Waddle with a shoulder injury, officially listed as a questionable for Thursday night's game versus the Bills. It would
That's
be
gonna be a
surprising if
fucking-
Waddle didn't suit up this week. However, it's worth noting his injury designation has only regressed throughout the week. Keep an eye out and plan for backups at the last minute necessary. It looks like Tyreek Hill is going to be having to track more short, deep balls from Tua Tagovailoa than he would want to.
Short, deep balls.
Dude, on tomorrow, we are literally either going to see like a live execution
Yep.
of the Dolphins
which we think will happen.
or somehow the game of the year. There's no in between here.
The Dolphins always play them tough.
They
be
do,
fair.
but it's just like, what did we see at a Tua improvement from week 1 to week 2? Yes, they put up
You
more
know,
points.
did you guys watch that press conference where Tua said something about his deep passes? Like, oh, I'm not always going to throw those to Tyreek.
Yeah,
Like,
that's what I was referencing. He's like,
track the ball.
he talked to
Yeah, I
Tyreek
know.
about it. He's like, yeah, just try to track it and just try to go get it because I'm not gonna be able to get it down.
You can
When-
see
when-
you can
what's-
see his
when?
confidence not there either.
When have you ever witnessed a quarterback say those words? Ever?
You need to
We saw it
understand
last
who we're
week with
talking-
Tua.
You need to understand who we're talking about here, bro.
Tua.
I know, but that's just shameful, bro.
He probably didn't even know what he was saying from how much he's been concussed. I'll be honest with you. This guy out here, no confidence, talking about I can't do half the things Josh Allen does. I get it. You're glazing. You're looking up to the former MVP, showing your respect. But
Yeah, man.
you're
I'll
a
start-
starting quarterback in the National Football League about to face this guy in 2 days. You can't go up there and just start talking like that.
He was literally verbally blowing him.
Yeah.
Damn.
Moving
But yeah,
on to
no,
lab.
I'll drop the GoFundMe link. down below for Tua.
But back to Waddle though, it is a bummer because Waddle just can't stay healthy even from college till now.
Had a great week last week though.
He did, but just knowing what he's capable of, it just sucks to see him in this position. So
yeah, next up we got
the game's tomorrow. So
next up we got my golden boy, Lad McConkey. A little bit of a surprise pop up on the injury report. He's dealing with a bicep injury. He did not practice on Wednesday. Due to minor injury sustained in the win Monday night versus the Texans, there is no telling whether or not the injuries will keep him out this week, but I would just say to keep a close eye on it. I don't know. I haven't heard anything from any camps. But this does, if Lad McConkey were to miss some time, I do think that this makes Quentin Johnston and Keenan Allen must starts with at least a flex floor.
That's good.
But yeah, Lad McConkey, keep an eye.
Yeah. This is the first time I'm reading that Jaden Reed fucked up his foot. Did this dude get in a car accident? Jesus Christ.
I have no idea, bro.
Jaden Reed, collarbone and foot. He underwent successful surgery on his collarbone, which
You
we
didn't
saw.
see him literally die when he went up
I
to
didn't know
try and
he-
catch a pass?
I didn't know he cooked his foot too.
Yeah. Well,
I thought it was just
the,
a shoulder.
the collarbone was from the game. The foot has been something he's been dealing because he's been questionable every week just playing.
yeah.
God damn.
Even
bro,
a
he got
groin. He was dealing with a
fucked
groin
up.
injury earlier.
Yeah.
He got fucked up.
Yeah.
Can we talk about the Packers as a whole though? Like, what's up with none of the receivers being able to be healthy?
I don't know.
It seems
I guess
like
it's
Dobbs
Tucker Craft
is-
season.
Literally, bro. Dobbs
I
has
don't
been
know.
like maybe the only receiver in the last 4 years that Christian Watson. I don't even know if he's still on that team anymore.
We're gonna get to
Christian
that because I have
Watson,
an interesting
yeah.
boom,
Okay.
an interesting boom player for you guys.
Anyway, Jones fracture in his foot, collarbone surgery. He's going to be out for 6
Shit.
to 8 weeks. Hopefully, he'll be back to action by the end of the fantasy season. But Matthew Golden owners, it's time to wake up.
We'll keep it there.
Up next, Jaden Daniels with the knee sprain. Any of you guys that watched that Packers game Thursday night, you did see him tweak his knee towards the end. He won't be practicing any earlier than Friday, so hopefully good news come up in the next coming days for Daniel owners.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, he stayed in the game. It did seem to be hindering him a little bit, but
I don't want to see Marcus Mariota play though. So.
I really don't want to see that.
And I got Daniels in fantasy, so
I don't think Marcus Mariota wants to see that.
Well, it's good to know that it hasn't been officially announced yet that he's out, so that still means that it's a day-to-day injury.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't panic too much. Now,
Right.
close us out.
The last one,
The
it
best
is
one.
Cincinnati Bengals star quarterback Joe Burrow. It has officially been announced that Burrow underwent successful surgery on his turf toe that is expected to keep him out for at least 3 months. It's more than likely this season is ending for Mr. Burrow, yet Coach Zach Taylor has not completely shut the door on a return this season. Huge blow once again to the Bengals and for Joe Burrow. We will discuss more of Joe Burrow much later on in the show, but a very unfortunate turn of events for the young quarterback.
Yeah, let's not stay too much on this because, like Naoki said, we're going to get to it.
Yeah.
But yeah.
It's crazy.
Man.
It's hard to bite my tongue.
Yeah.
I know. We'll get there. Don't worry.
Let's cut back to what Majid said before week one that is it when they asked when has the same player led
Yeah.
fantasy in points back-to-back years, and Majid said Jamar Chase will be the first one.
I said that again, like I said, that's with health, and it was on track looking that way. So week one was a little shaky, but week two,
But now we will transition to boom or bust for week 3. Yusuf, why don't you start us off with your boom player, please?
Oh, my God.
Gladly.
oof,
Oh,
I know.
fuck.
I
God
know.
damn,
I know.
Oh,
Crazy, right?
Oh, man.
just read this shit, dog. Just read this shit.
I have Dakota Prescott. His week 3 matchup is against the Chicago Bears. His PPR projection is 22 points, even. His week 3 boom projection for me is 27 points. Dakota, I hate you, but it's Chicago.
Let's put the dick pic up on the screen.
Please don't.
I'm gonna have to look that up to
So-
put it on the screen.
Excuse me?
I'm when I'm editing the
say
video.
that again. Say that again.
let's get into it before Isaiah gets carried away, bro. The Bears reek of everything nasty and unholy, both on offense and on defense. Jalen Johnson, and Kyler Gordon, both of their starting corners are dealing with injuries at the moment, while TJ Edwards, their starting linebackers, also hampered with injuries. And worst of all, Tyreek Stevenson. There's nothing wrong with him. He's just ass.
No, you got me there.
Now on to Dak Prescott.
I
The
can't
man
believe we're
is
doing
a-
this right now.
We're talking about
know.
Dak and the
man-
Bears.
I can't
The
believe.
man is a-
man.
Let me finish. Fuck.
Go.
Damn.
Let him
Man
cook.
is a
let him
regular
cook.
season machine. We know this. Although his week 1 performance was subtle and nothing crazy, he elevated his level in week 2, dropping 26.14 points behind his 361 yards and 2 touchdowns against the Giants. A pass rush that is one of the best in the NFL. Dak will look to attack this Bears secondary early and often. I'm expecting the Bears to either get in a shootout with them or get their backs blown out for the 3rd straight week.
But okay, let me ask you this, Yusuf. Do you think that the game going into overtime versus the Giants kind of helped him with those statistics a little bit?
Not drastically.
No.
Okay, but
No, yeah,
do you
'cause they
think he'll?
didn't score any touchdowns.
I know, but do you
First
think
drive was
he'll?
a 3 and out, and then Brandon
He
Aubrey.
had the big completion to George Pickens, and that was like that and the run that he had to set up the field goal. Aside from that, most of his work was done in regulation.
But you expect him to outdo himself in regulation of this week? What he did in
Absolutely.
overtime
I
last
mean,
week?
we know what Dak's capable of in the regular season. I hate the guy. I don't like him as
All
a
things
player.
considered, man, like even when we had that conversation about him prior to the season start, like the one thing that we said about him is he airs that shit out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like he'll
He
throw
does
that,
air that
he'll
shit
throw
out.
the fucking ball, and it helps having George Pickens and CeeDee Lamb. So I see where you're coming from. I just
don't
fucking
even
hate
think,
him.
I don't think Dak's even played bad.
Yeah.
If you look at week 1 versus the
No,
Eagles,
he hasn't
played
played bad at
well.
all.
it's not
played
that.
very
It's
well.
just the guy that we talk shit about the most. Javonte Williams is deciding to go crazy these last 2 weeks.
Oh,
yeah,
man.
it's fucking
So
prime as
all these rushing touchdowns really been taken away from, his stats in a sense or his fantasy points. So
Yeah.
for all people
Yeah.
looking at like, oh, Dak dropped me 8 against the Eagles, 8 with the Cowboys scoring 2 rushing touchdowns with a low scoring game.
Yeah.
Right here, 26 points with Javonte Williams scoring another 2 rushing touchdowns. So it's like
Yeah.
I expect
Yep.
him hopefully to throw 4 touchdowns, Yusuf, against the Bears. So
All right. We kind of previewed this next one in the last segment. Isaiah, won't you hit us with your boom player, please?
Yes, sir. Matthew Golden from the Green Bay Packers is my boom player of the week. His week 3 matchup is the Cleveland Browns. His week 3 PPR projection is only 8.8 points. His week 3 boom PPR projection is 15.3. Golden fantasy managers saw their biggest heartbreak yet last week in a game where the rookie wideout could have walked away with 20-plus fantasy points, yet only walked away with 1.5. It has been a very tough 2 weeks, don't get me wrong, for the highly anticipated speed demon who just can't seem to get his feet under him. That was a reference to Jaden Reed, by the way. However, I think the matchup against the Cleveland Browns offer him an opportunity to finally get started and get started quickly. This is a Browns defense that allowed 16 fantasy points to wide receiver 4 Devontae Walker. I think the point being, though, this is a matchup that supports what the Packers continuously struggle with, and that's supporting what their depth chart actually represents. Not being able to figure out who the wide receiver is, who's going to pop off, who's not going to pop off.
facts.
Jaden Reed going down just eliminates another question mark that Golden faces week in and week out. And while Dobbs, Wicks, or Kraft could see the bigger day, I think we are finally looking at a week that is worth the gamble for Matthew Golden. Ignore the week projection. I think you should throw him in your flex, and I think we should have a good time together.
Cool. Majid?
Bold prediction.
Hey, that's fire. My boom player for this week is Jordan Mason. We did talk about him a little earlier. Obviously, with the Aaron Jones going down, he's the RB1 now. Week 3 matchup is the Cincinnati Bengals, the god-awful D-line aside from Trey Hendrickson, the garbage defense as a whole, I should say. His Week 3 PPR projection is 14.6 points, with his Week 3 boom PPR projection to be 18.6 points. As we see, obviously, going into these last 2 weeks, watching Vikings on back-to-back primetime games, just in general, even with Aaron Jones in, we've been seeing, obviously, Jordan Mason as the lead, running back in a sense, Aaron Jones being more in the pass game. And the Vikings did just sign Cam Akers to their practice squad, but Cam Akers is not a receiving back to begin
For like
with.
the 9th time.
That's my point. So I see Jordan Mason being involved a lot heavily now with the passing game as well as the running game. So,
It's your boy's time to shine.
hey, and we did call this. We did say Jordan Mason was going to take this RB1 spot regardless whether it was an injury, which we did call, or just outperforming him, which it looked like it was. Aaron Jones just had that one receiving touchdown the other day. But I would start Jordan Mason. Highly recommend putting him as your RB2 or a flex spot, whatever you have available. 18.6 is where I have him. Could get more. We'll see, though.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yusuf, go ahead and give us your bust player for the week.
Absolutely. Calvin Ridley of the Tennessee Titans. Yes. We've had Titan players, bus players for 3 weeks. out of 3 weeks.
Shocker.
His matchup this week is against the Indianapolis Colts. His PPR projection this week is 12.98. I have his bust projection at 8.5.
Are the
Ridley's-
Titans our new Jacksonville Jaguars from this year?
From last year.
They might be in that combo. I mean, I give them a year until they really start looking like the team that we expect them to be with Cam Ward at quarterback. But this year just ain't it. Ridley has already had a slow start to the season. He's yet to surpass 4 catches in a game or 60 yards. Obviously, he has a rookie quarterback in Cam Ward who is still adjusting to the NFL, but his matchups have also not been so favorable to him or his team, facing off against the Broncos and the Rams defenses in weeks 1 and week 2. I don't see it getting any better. The Titans are heading into a week 3 matchup against the Colts, who have had a defensive resurgence and revival this year so far. They also had a resurgence on offense, but this is not really the point of the conversation right now. They look like the Colts of old, currently ranking 7th through weeks 1 and 2 in passing yards allowed at 169.5 yards per game. They're also 2nd in turnover rate and 7th so far in opponent scoring rate. The Titans additionally are currently ranked number 1 most points allowed to defenses in fantasy this year. Bench Ridley. This will not be a good idea at all.
What the fuck is going on over there in Indianapolis, man?
I want to know what
Daniel Jones.
Fuck.
Daniel Jones,
Daniel
baby.
Jones. Everyone, we talk shit
Just
about
how
that.
good is
Juju,
Daniel
bro.
Jones, man?
Hey,
Just
and
how
not only
good.
just Daniel Jones. I want to state this out, and this is for obviously the chat to also chime in on this. Is Jonathan Taylor in a sense, I don't want to say Saquon Barkley of last year, but that player that's just sparking up like back-to-back fantasy 28 plus 30 points.
I mean, never
looking
forget
like-
that one year.
I'm saying he's looking like healthy Jonathan Taylor again. So they fixed up that O-line a bit. So
That's the key
Bro,
point. Healthy.
yeah,
That's
Yeah.
the key point.
That
I
is
mean, because when he's
Bro.
healthy, it's not like he hasn't been producing.
He's a top 10 back in the NFL, bro.
Also
Top
with,
5
and I'm not
almost,
gonna
bro.
lie.
Top 5, yeah.
For those that keep
You
up
could
with
put him in that combo.
for those keeping up with football, he's performed this well. And Daniel Jones on the season has 3 1-yard QB sneak touchdowns on the year already. So
Bro,
just putting that out.
Danny
like,
Dimes was about to be my boom pick for this week. I'm gonna be honest.
I don't blame you.
Bro,
the way
he's
been
made
performing.
he's made some incredible throws. I'm
Yeah.
very impressed, honestly.
Yeah.
But this is what happens when you put him on a competent fucking franchise.
Yeah.
Well, that's what happens when you put a semi-competent quarterback who's looking to prove himself, benching a Anthony Richardson, right, who they took as a highly touted pick, who we going into last season had a lot of expectations for, extremely disappointed us.
Yeah.
But now this is kind of a Daniel Jones who's trying to go out there
Little
and prove
Sam
himself.
Darnold arc.
Little bit, maybe a little.
Maybe, bro.
Zay, this is a player on your bus play that you're very familiar with that you have going on this week.
Ooh.
Yeah, I will say I don't necessarily enjoy doing this, but my bust pick for this week is J.K. Dobbins from the Denver Broncos. His Week 3 matchup is the Los Angeles Chargers. Week 3 PPR projection is 11.8 points, but my bust is 6.9 points. This is just this pick in particular. Not a lot of people, especially in shorter leagues or smaller leagues, not a lot of people are starting him. He's kind of on the bench. But a lot of people, especially people who know ball, have him in the starting lineup this week just because of how he's looked the first 2 weeks. I think J.K. Dobbins got a lot of unfair criticism going into the year, especially with them drafting R.J. Harvey and a lot of people having expectations that he would take that backfield. But, I mean, Dobbins was fantastic last year, especially when healthy. I mean, he was damn near a 1,000-yard rusher. But for me, I think my reasoning for this pick has a lot more to do with the Chargers.
That defense is for real. I was telling you yesterday
man.
that defense is.
Yeah.
We're talking about a defense now that is only allowing 11.75 points through 2 weeks to opposing running backs, which is 3rd best in the NFL. I know a lot of people might view this as a revenge game for J.K. Dobbins, who was a Charger last year, after him supporting, a healthy campaign and having over 1,000 rushing yards. But I just think this defense is way too much of the real deal to confidently call this a revenge game. Football is still played by the X's and O's, and the Chargers confidently have that over the Denver Broncos offense. I think you should bench Dobbins, even though it's been a healthy start to the season. It's not going to be a bench Dobbins for the rest of the year. I just think that this is probably his worst matchup.
It's also the Chargers. Like, I feel like when Khalil Mack went out, that D-line kind of looked. It's crazy to say that, but D-line looked a little better
Well, yeah, I mean,
out.
Khalil Mack isn't necessarily for
Yeah, he's just
the
that
run
veteran.
attack.
Yeah, it's for that veteran presence get to the quarterback, but also not only.
Fuck, that was a nasty injury, by the way.
Yeah, that was
I don't
disgusting.
know if you guys saw that live.
That was nasty as
His
hell.
elbow.
Thankfully, there was a doctor who said, I don't know how long they ruled Mac out, but there was a doctor on Twitter that said it looked like it was a clean dislocation. It doesn't look like he might be out for too long.
It
He
just
come back
looked
with
nasty as fuck.
Yeah.
It looked horrible. It looked horrible.
But you see what the Chargers did with Genty week 2, and then obviously the Chiefs don't have a run game to start with, but you clearly no one's running on the Chargers as of now.
Statistically, Ashton Genty has been the second worst running back in football.
Yeah. All the people that want
People
to.
were,
So I just thought I'd point that out.
Hey, not for now. That's not a convo for now, but maybe later on. But just hearing a lot of people, he was playing for Boise State. He wasn't really seeing real competition, so he's playing in the big boy leagues now. So that's just a convo we can spark up later on.
See how it pans out.
Well, Majid, why don't you go ahead and hit us with the last bus player, please?
My last bus player is Travis Etienne from
This
the
is a
Jacksonville
spicy
Jaguars.
one, brother.
Yes, I know it is, because Travis Etienne has performed amazing week 1, week 2.
oh,
Yeah,
you
they
went
even
crazy
trade-
on
they
the bus
even trade-
protection.
Oh, bus, and I'll tell you why. Listen, first of all,
Oh, I didn't see that.
Week 1, he played the Carolina Panthers. Week 2, the Cincinnati Bengals. Both arguably top 3 worst defenses in the league. I get where everything's coming from. They just traded Tank Bixby away.
After what Bucky Irving and Rashad White just did, too?
Hey, just listen to me.
All right.
Tootin performed in a way I'm looking like.
Bayshall Tootin, baby.
Hey, I'm just saying he could take that starting
Shout
job.
out to my boy.
It's funny too. I just made a trade.
What a fucking name.
I just made a trade yesterday. I traded in a league. I traded Debo Samuel, who's been having a good year, as well as Travis Etienne. I paired them up both for AJ Brown, that's been struggling, and I have AJ as my wide receiver too. Everyone's calling me stupid, crazy for that trade because the way they're both forming. I think Travis Etienne is gonna slowly start steeping down just because of the matchups they've been having. I don't want to speak too early, but his PPR projection is 14.9 points this week against the Houston Texans defense. I know we mentioned obviously Bucky Irving, but I think that's just more about the Buccaneers being, a high-end team compared to what they did. Houston, I think, is going to bounce back next week 0-2. I don't see Houston going 0-3. I think they're going to have a bounce-back game. Defense is going to come in strong. I have his bust PPR projection 6.5 points.
That's
I
low.
know it's low, but I just think Tootin is going to get more of that role this coming week. I think just in general, I don't think Houston's going to let that run.
Hey, man, I hope you're
with the
right.
Jaguars. I hope so too.
This is
But
probably one of our ballsiest calls.
because I just
Hey,
think
you see
also-
our boy Baker absolutely
Hey,
freaking cook them on
Baker,
that 2-minute
listen,
Man, I
drill, though.
love Baker Mayfield, bro.
we talked about this episode one. We
I
all
tried
talked
to
about
tell
Baker.
y'all last year that Baker Mayfield was a top 5 quarterback. Bitch,
Top five, yeah. Top 5 was
Bitch.
crazy. Top 5 was crazy.
is he not?
Right now, if you want to say
Is
he's
he
at
not?
5, that's fine. As much as I love Hurts,
If
Hey,
we look
man.
at the numbers, since he joined Tampa, he's arguably number 1.
He's the clutchest quarterback in football the last 3 fucking years.
I'm not denying that.
Yeah.
I'm just saying this. We listed our 5. We listed our 5. Obviously, that 4 of Mahomes, Allen, Lamar, Burrow, whatever. That 5, everyone had a different 5. I personally said for me it would be Hurts or Stafford. That's just my personal opinion. I said Baker was at that 7. Hurts, Stafford, whatever you want to do, the 5, 6. But I got Baker at 7. I think Baker is slowly trending up. I'm not mad. We talked about how much I love Baker.
Bro,
I love
Baker is low-key outplaying almost all of them.
Yeah, I'm not denying that. I'm just saying that's what you have it right there. But Baker this year,
Yeah.
Baker's on with the weapons he has too now. Shit, Godwin's gonna come back later. You got Bucky.
I love Baker, bro.
Mike. Buka.
However, I will say this, though. Getting Bucky Irving in that backfield has pretty
Helped
much
him.
transformed the way that Baker can play football in that
Yeah.
system. Bucky Irving
Yep.
has been huge for him.
Let's not forget Baker can move too.
Oh, he
he's not
can.
just sitting
Bro.
in that
And he
box.
did. You see him
Bro-
get up
bro
in
for-
CJ Gardner
Bro
Johnson's
forgot.
face?
Bro
He
forgot
said-
he was injured just to talk.
Yeah, he
shit.
just talked a bunch of smack.
Yeah, that was nasty. I
Immediately
swear, I
got
thought
up.
he broke his knee when
I loved
the
it.
way he got hit.
Yeah.
I loved it.
That shit was great, though.
I loved it.
Damn.
All right, well, that's going to do it for Boomer Bust for week 3. Zay, can you take us into plug in and pull out for week 3, please?
Yeah, man, this is going to be a rapid fire. Kind of like how we did it last week. I'm going to name you guys 10 players. What you're going to do after I name the player and the matchup is you're going to say plug in or pull out. Pretty simple, right?
Let's do it.
Yeah.
All right. First player on the list. We got Keenan Allen versus the Denver
Okay.
Broncos. What are we doing?
Plug in.
Let's plug him in.
He's playing in the slot, so Sertan is not in that slot. I thought of that too.
Oh.
Sertan is playing on Johnson.
What we doing? What we doing?
Damn. I'll say plug in for the fact that I love him.
And
but,
hey, Yusuf McConkey's out, or I don't want to say he's out. McConkey might be out, and Keenan's playing slot, so Sertan is staying
if
on.
McConkey's healthy, I say pull out Keenan Allen. If he's not healthy, I say plug in Keenan Allen.
Okay.
Fair
All
to
right,
say.
fair.
Fair to say.
Next up, we got Deebo Samuel versus the Las Vegas Raiders.
Plug
What are we
in.
doing?
Depends on Jaden. This is for me.
Plug
Depends
in.
on Jaden. If
Yeah.
Jaden's
Plug in.
there, plug in. If not, pull out.
Yeah, I think you plug him in either way. I feel like.
The Raiders suck, bro.
They do, but I don't know.
All right, next up, we got Caleb Williams versus the Dallas Cowboys.
I pull him out regardless.
Get his ass out of there.
Yeah,
Get his ass
he's
out.
just trash, bro.
You know what's crazy
Okay.
too is Dallas's defense isn't even all that. Like
It's not even
right now,
that great.
Deron Bland just got hurt too, so he's
Bro,
out.
they got 37 dropped on him.
That's what I'm
last week,
saying.
the
And
Giants.
yeah, by Giants. So that's a Russ conversation
Russell
we're gonna need
Wilson,
to have.
bro.
Me personally, I'm plugging in Caleb Williams.
That's the thing is they don't have a good defense, but again, I just don't
It's
trust
Caleb.
It's Caleb.
I know it's Caleb.
Anything Panthers, aside from Chuba Hubbard, anything Panthers, anything Bears, I have a Dunze went off on the bench. I just don't trust that Caleb is just retarded. There's no way to say. I'm sorry, bro. Caleb is just like, bro. No one's blitzing him, and he's already sprinting out, trying to throw like a dive in Mahomes' throat. Like,
Hey,
bro,
man,
this guy cannot
We've been
read.
saying it for so long.
Oh God, yeah. No.
I'm pulling.
feel it,
I'm,
though. I
I'm
feel
pulling
it.
out.
I feel it. All right, next up, we got Jacoby Myers versus the Washington Commanders. What are we doing with him?
Pull out.
Oh,
Pull out.
pull out.
Yeah.
Get him out.
Gino looked really bad.
Gino looks
That's
horrible.
that's an understatement. Very bad as an
He's
understatement.
Yeah.
seeing New York Jets flashbacks this season.
Yeah.
Did you
Gino
see
looked
that game
really
against the Chargers?
bad.
He in that fourth quarter looked
Bro.
so depressed.
It seems like
He threw-
retirement
bro.
roll back to Gino. Retirement roll back.
Bro, he threw the pick and started mean mugging the camera like we're the ones that threw the pick.
Yeah, I didn't do that shit, bro.
Look at
3
yourself,
picks.
puss.
And I don't want to hear the 2 deflections. That was a badass read. He thought on Derwin James, that was a horrible read. I don't know
Yeah,
what he
alright.
threw that.
Also, shout out Tarheeb still.
Yo, Tarheeb
Yeah,
was fire.
facts. Dog.
Next up, we got Cortland Sutton versus the Los Angeles Chargers. What are we doing?
His defense looked good.
Ooh, tough one.
Cortland
Tough
does
one.
play very well against us. I will
He does in
note
general,
that.
but your defense has
Yeah.
looked really good. I would just.
I'm-
He also apparently was wide receiver 8 for the Broncos
that's what I'm
last
saying.
week.
I'm plugging in regardless, just because he's a number 1 option on the team. And the way Denver did lose, this is a later segment, obviously about our game of the week, but I think this Denver game is going to be a lot closer than people think it is.
Usually is.
It is. It's a
usually
divisional game.
is.
I think this game is going to come down to a field goal on either side.
Yeah.
But the way Denver lost that game, that was a tough break, tough loss last week against the Colts.
It
So
was.
I think Cortland Sutton's going to get a lot more involved. I think.
What are you doing, Yusuf?
I say plug in. It's Cortland Sutton to be fair, but I
Wide receiver
wouldn't.
one.
It's gonna be a great game. I think he'll eat, and I think the Chargers are also gonna eat. So I think I'm aiming for a shootout here. I hope for a shootout.
Yeah, me personally, I'm plugging in Cortland Sutton.
Yep.
This next one.
That's coming from a Chargers fan. Next up, we
Yeah.
got Garrett Wilson
So
versus the
sad.
Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Pull
What are
out.
we doing?
Pull out. I love Garrett
pull
Wilson,
out.
but pull out. No, Justin Fields out with the concussion.
You
I
don't
don't even
believe
know
in Tyrod Taylor?
I don't. Fuck no. I do not believe in no Tyrod Taylor. The retirement home.
Chargers
in him.
legend Tyrod Taylor.
Bills
God.
legend.
Tyrod
Ravens
Taylor may
legend.
be better for Garrett Wilson than Justin Fields.
You're
Again,
smoking
you're playing the
penis.
Buccaneers,
You're
though,
smoking penis.
in
No, he
Tampa.
is not. Smoking
And
grade A
no, it's
cock.
not, bro.
Dang.
Pull out.
Grade A.
Pull out.
Take Garrett out.
All right. Next up, we got Russell Wilson versus the Kansas City Chiefs.
Hey, can I say something
Is
on
it
this?
diarrhea poop?
Can I say something? This one's very tricky. Again, Kansas City hasn't looked good. They're 0-2, but Kansas City's defense has still been it's still been good. It's their offense has been shit in the bag. Travis Kelce has been shit in the bag. The O-line has been shit in the bag. Mahomes. But again, we saw Big Dick Russ last week whip that shit out. They're
Bruh.
slinging that shit left and right. So all I'm saying is,
I think it got to a point with Russell Wilson in that game where he was just fucking. He said, "Fuck
Bro,
it,
The
he
the
aired
thing
that
is this,
out loud.
fuck that shit," and he was
Twice
Twice
to
airing
the
that
week and
bitch
once
out.
to Wandale Robinson.
I
bro.
think it comes down to the pressure of the Chiefs D-line, because in the end of the day, I'm going to say this again. I don't care what people say. I'm saying it to the camera. McDuffie is the most overrated corner in the league. He had L'Jarius Sneed on that corner all those years. He was sitting at that nickel.
Oh, Snead
looking-
obviously carried.
That's what I'm saying. Look,
Sneed
and
carried.
making McDuffie look good. Oh, yeah, we don't need Sneed no more. We got McDuffie. McDuffie's been getting his ass burned by every person he's been playing. So Look for, obviously, Neighbors to have a good game. Wandale Robinson.
So
Look
what
for
are you
him.
doing? Are you plugging in or are you pulling out? Are you starting Russell Wilson or are you benching Russell Wilson?
After last week's performance, I'm plugging him in just because I think he'll do good. But Chiefs do have a good D-line, so.
Yusuf, what you doing with Russell Wilson?
Let me just pull this up. In year 14 in the NFL, Russell
History
Wilson
class.
has thrown a career high in passing yards last week in his 14th season in the NFL.
Jeez.
I'm gonna be honest, that Chiefs secondary is toast. It just comes down to the pass rush.
That's what I'm saying. Karlaftis, Chris Jones.
For the sake of the memes and for the sake of I don't like
I
Russell
think I
Wilson.
have a better question for you guys. And this will kind of determine whether or not you start him or bench him. Who will
Yes.
have the better game, Russell Wilson or Patrick Mahomes?
That's a hard question, bro. I don't know anymore.
Because I think
I don't know
Russell
anymore.
Wilson will I think with Russ he'll ultimately let himself down. With Patrick Mahomes, it's everybody else that will let him down.
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of tricky to kind of try to figure out who will have the worst game. We like
'Cause
shout out
we
to
gotta
the
talk about
pick
the
They're
six.
Giants.
both.
We
Like-
gotta talk about the Giants D-line. The Giants D-line might get to.
They're both. Yeah,
O-line
they're
has
both
looked
in the same
atrocious.
situation.
That
Yeah.
O-line has looked atrocious for Mahomes.
Yeah,
So
They're both in the same exact situation if you think about it. Both of their offensive lines suck. They're both going up against very good pass rushes.
both
They're
0
both going
2.
up against
So it's a
toast
must-win game
secondaries.
for both.
Yeah, both 0-2, both light skin.
Games in New York.
No, but,
if
like-
the game was in Arrowhead, I'm going Chiefs guaranteed. But now the game's in MetLife,
Ooh.
so Mahomes doesn't have the Arrowhead.
Black
Arrowhead
Magic.
aura.
Yeah, so
yeah,
He
I'm
didn't
gonna
have
say
it last
plug-
plug him in. Just plug him in.
yeah.
I'm gonna say plug in
I'd say
Russell
just do
Wilson.
it. Just plug him in.
All right,
I
fuck
say
it.
plug in Russell Wilson.
Fuck it, we ball. Next up, we got Jerry
Get
Jeudy
him the
versus the
fuck
Green
out.
Bay
I
Packers.
love
Pull
What
out.
we
Get
doing?
him the
Pull out
pull out.
immediately.
Green Bay's
Yeah,
look
no.
like they've had probably, if not the best defense this season. So
I'm gonna pull him
Yeah.
by his hair, actually.
take Judy
Next
out.
up, we got
Whoa.
George Pickens versus the Chicago Bears. What are we
Plug
doing?
in, plug in, plug
Plug
in,
him in.
plug in,
Plug
plug
in.
in, plug
I'm
in.
plugging him in too.
Chicago
Not gonna
Bears
lie.
missing both of their starters and atrocious. What's the other guy's name, Yusuf? I don't even know his name from how shitty he is.
Tyreek Stevenson.
Tyreek
Tyreek
Stevenson's
Stevenson.
weak ass.
Holy shit.
All right. Last but not
Naoki.
least, we got a really
Interesting one.
interesting one. This one's been a little bit of a letdown for me through 2 weeks, but we got Omarion Hampton versus the Denver Broncos. What are
Pull
we
out.
I'm
doing?
personally pulling out just because last week against the Raiders, I'm sorry. If you can't do it against the Raiders, you're not doing it against the Broncos.
I'm not saying it for the sake of him. I'm saying it for the sake of the Broncos.
Well,
Like
the
that
Broncos
box
defense.
that they run is gorgeous, bro.
Broncos still have a top
Excuse
5
me?
defense in the league. As bad
They're-
as
they're-
Daniel
they're-
Jones put up,
Say that
The
one more time.
the box that they run is amazing.
Yeah,
he's not wrong.
yeah. It's just the way he said it the first time. We have to pause, but we'll
I
resume
said the same
right now.
shit.
But yeah, that's gonna do it for plug in, pull out week 3. We got some interesting names on there. What do you guys think of it? Happy with
Like
it?
it. Yeah.
Like it.
Happy with it.
Happy with your choices?
Let's do it.
Yep.
Don't want to take anything back?
Nope.
I'm just interested. I'm ready for that Sunday night game. Russell Wilson versus the Chiefs.
Yeah, that's gonna be a good one.
Yep.
But yeah, go ahead, Naoki. It's your time to take the show.
Yep. So I kind of have a little bit of a game for us today. So these is like the start bench cuts, start 3, cut 3, right? But this is a format that's been floating around the NFL social media content sphere. This is start 3, bench 5. So I'm gonna be throwing out 8 names at you. This would be the wide receiver edition. So you guys need to be a little bit more surgical with who you guys choose to start or bench because it'll
This
be
is current to
contingent.
the NFL landscape.
This is
at the
current to
moment.
the NFL landscape. First name I'm gonna throw at you boys is Tyreek Hill.
Bench.
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 Second name, Malik Neighbors.
Start.
Start.
Okay.
So we only have 2 more starts.
Yep.
Mhm. Next up, AJ Brown.
Bench.
Bench.
I think we're gonna get
It
better.
pains-
names.
it pains me,
to
but
say
bench.
it, but just based on the talent the Eagles have, like
Yeah.
he's not a guaranteed weekly 30-point. He'll have a 30-point, but it's not gonna be weekly.
Yeah. Malik just put up one of the best receiver performances in the last couple of years, bro.
Look, I love AJ. I think AJ is a top 3 receiver in the league, top 4 receiver.
AJ
but
Brown he's been doing this since Malik was in diapers, though.
I know.
It
I
is,
know.
but we're going.
talking
wait,
about the
again,
current
again,
landscape.
we're going
What?
on the current.
Has
season
AJ
right
Brown
now.
lost a step though?
He hasn't. It's just the way
the Eagles'
it's just-
offense.
I'm gonna be honest with you. It's
And AJ Brown will have this. He will have this time in the NFL where he
Yeah,
goes
yeah.
off for like 6.
and it's
7
like
games.
that. And that's another thing. I don't want to take up too much time from the segment. This is just a quick thing, just if I want to say.
I hate y'all so
Listen,
much.
no. This is this guy with the 6-7 crap. I'm just saying, AJ Brown does this every year. First couple weeks, the Eagles have always been a second half team, a second season type team. They always start off slow. AJ's gonna get into a little scuffle with Jalen on the side, read a book, whatever the case is. He's gonna step it up. But like Naoki said, we're going based on what we're seeing now. Eagles are giving it's scaring me. You win, that's all that matters in this league. But if you watch the Eagles 2022 making the Super Bowl, losing both coordinators, going into that new year with Brian Thompson, I don't know what the fuck is Brian Johnson. The O-line was like constructed. We're just gonna force feed the run and throw bubble screens the whole game.
Yeah.
We win last year. Keelan Moore, haven't missed him more than
Kellen
now.
Moore, yeah.
Yeah.
We kept Vic Fangio, so the defense is still looking like good. It's just we lost depth. But the offense, it's like we're winning, but it's not looking pretty. It's like force Saquon the ball 24/7 and throw a
Jalen
bubble
Hurts.
screen to Dotson or
Yeah,
Jalen Hurts
Chris
runs.
Jones actually had a mouthful to say about that as well.
that's what I'm saying. Hey,
We
shut
won, man.
Hey,
Shut the fuck
up. We won the game.
I
3-0.
like seeing that from Jalen Hurts.
Yeah.
Hey, I like that.
So-
and
I
again,
love
like I
it.
said, it doesn't have to be pretty, but that's
Ultimately, what are we
Wins a
going
win,
with?
bro.
I'm benching AJ.
Yeah, I'm gonna bench that motherfucker. I guess.
I think
Benching AJ,
we'll get a better
unfortunately.
name.
Okay. Next up, we have CeeDee Lamb.
Oh, start. Start, bro.
CD's my
Come on.
third round pick.
I'm just curious what the other names.
That's what I'm saying. I'm trying to think like.
That's the only thing that worries me. But how
is
many
he gonna
other
throw
guys?
Ibuka in there? Is he gonna throw like?
Zay, like realistically, who are you choosing over CD Lamb, bro? Like honestly,
Puka.
That's fine.
that's not that crazy to say.
Are we throwing Chase over?
Fuck.
Obviously, current landscape. So I don't know if we're gonna throw Chase in there over CD.
No, Chase has to be in there, bro. I'm
He
sorry.
has to. So
I would
that's why
still
I'm
throw
saving
Chase
a spot.
over CD.
Justin Jefferson, are you taking him over CD?
Not,
Not
at
this
the
season.
moment, no.
Not this season.
But that's not of Jefferson's
Just, it's
fault.
about the QB
It's the
situation.
same thing with the AJ Brown.
It's just the way the team's constructed or the QB situation.
All right, if we're basing out the QB situation, I say we got to put CD in there at start.
Let's go
personally.
CD. We'll start CD.
Okay. You guys have one start slot left, and you guys still have
I didn't want
three.
to do this.
You guys have 3 bench slots left. Okay. Next name up, Mike Evans.
Bench. I love
Bench.
Mike. I love Mike.
Yeah.
but This year, he
I
hasn't
love
been-
Mike.
Doesn't fit the
bench.
names.
I don't want to say he's losing a step, but just he's not gonna start over these guys.
All right. This is a new name. The Street Logic Golden Boy for the 25-26
Emeka.
season.
Oh,
Emeka Ekbuka.
Fuck.
Bench.
It's gonna bench only because Ibuka is just. We're not gonna put him over these names, but Ibuka.
Not yet.
Not
not
yet.
yet.
But this is
What's
our
the
golden
last name?
boy.
You guys have one more name left.
Fuck.
We got to pick between the last two.
Yeah.
There's 2 more names.
Now, you don't
Well,
know.
I'm
You don't
just-
know who I'm gonna pick.
I'm just
You don't know
waiting
who I'm
to hear
gonna
like
throw out
fucking
here.
Cedric Tillman. in
You,
this
y'all don't know who I'm gonna throw out here with these
Zay
last names.
Flowers. Shit, at this point, we'll start him with him.
Let's go.
Okay, bro.
I
Let's-
hate Zay Flowers,
let's
but we have to start.
At this point, yeah.
So
Let's
what
go,
are we
let's
doing?
Who's
Are we
We'll
benching?
bench him. We'll bench him. We'll bench him.
Because
Because the name can't, even if it's worse than a Mecca, it can't be that much worse, or can it?
Yeah.
I don't know. Can it?
shit.
Oh,
we already
shit.
benched AJ Brown, so we can't start a Mecca Egbuka with one name left.
Yeah.
Yeah.
DeAndre Hopkins.
All right, we'll bench him. So tell us our last starter.
Yep. The last name is Drake London.
All right.
Okay.
No, don't do that.
I'm not gonna.
Do
I'm
not
not gonna
do
do him
that.
dirty because he's really good. But we're going on this. Like I had high expectations.
Is
for the
he
Falcons.
better than a Mecca Egbuka?
I don't know.
Hey, bro, shut the hell no. All right, this is crazy.
Bench him.
This is
Zay,
actually crazy.
come on.
No, this is actually crazy.
This is the
Yusuf,
last
don't
name.
do
This
this right now.
is a must start.
Yusuf, don't do this
Zay,
recency
this
bias
This is
shit.
the
Zay.
last name out. This is a must start.
Zay, no, we
Why?
have
we
we
only
have
have 4 names on bench.
we have
you're
a
right.
very small. I
Yeah.
love Emeka, and we know with the potential he has. But we have such a small sample size right now. Drake wasn't bad when he was playing this season so far. Like he hasn't been awful. He's been solid.
And he was fucking awesome last year.
Drake was
But we
great.
still got 1 more name.
We have
You
one
guys
more.
have one more.
Yeah,
name.
because he miscounted. It's 4.
Yes.
Yeah, I miscounted. You
We have
guys
to
have one
choose
more
one
name.
last
Just
Fuck.
give us Jamar Chase on the last one. Give us Jamar Chase.
Well, you guys got to decide right now
Do
what
we
you guys are
really
gonna do
want
with
to bench
Drake London.
Drake London?
I'm benching him because I'm gonna go with the gamble.
I'm saying I'm saying the player that we're gonna get next is not better than Drake.
Oh,
London.
okay. How about this though?
It's
I
not
have a
gonna be
question for
better.
you. Okay, let's say we don't get Chase. Let's say we got Jettis. Are you taking Jettis with the quarterback situation he has now over Drake London with Penix?
Yes, of course I am. Of course I'm taking Justin Jefferson.
Okay. Are we taking Amon-Ra St. Brown?
Yes.
Over there?
Absolutely.
Okay, so my
Yes.
point is, let's take the gamble.
And do
All right,
what?
fine.
Big
We'll
Drake
bench
London.
Drake London.
He makes a
We'll
good
bench
point.
him.
I'm just saying there's still names that he might. You're right. He might give us Cedric Tillman or some
I'm
bullshit.
saying I'm fine.
He
We'll
might give us
bench him, but
Keontae-
don't be mad if we get a
I
fucked
feel
up
like
player.
I won't be
feel
mad.
Like
It's a
Naoki's gonna
gamble.
fuck us over, bro. I low-key really feel like it. I'm gonna be honest.
So you guys have chosen the bench. Drake
Wait.
London.
Have we chosen the bench?
You're the one that wanted to do it in the first place.
No. I didn't say that. You were arguing the London situation as if he was like the last player. I was just saying like. I was saying he's been better than Ibuka. I thought you were saying Ibuka was better than him.
No, I was
he's
saying
saying
I'm
Drake
saying
London's
he's
better.
better than
He's
Ibuka.
he's saying-
Oh, okay. Then we were arguing the same point. Like
Oh,
right now, I
okay.
don't.
No,
I thought you were
Yusuf,
arguing
you made it
against
sound
me.
like it was the opposite.
Yeah, you low key did.
No. I'm saying we have a small size of Ibuka. I was saying
okay.
London's been doing this shit.
Yeah, but are we benching him? We're benching.
I'm
him?
benching him just because of the gamble. It's not that London sucks. I just
Imagine if we fuck
for that-
this up, it's your fault.
it's my fault. I'll take accountability for it.
It is your fault. Go
He's
ahead.
laughing too much, so I know he already fucked us.
All right.
Pause.
So this is the last name. This is a must start now. You guys have used up all of your bench slots.
Okay.
The last name is Houston Texans wide receiver Nico Collins.
Oh,
Man,
Okay.
fuck you, Yusuf.
it's not my fault. Start. I'm okay with that.
Okay.
I'm honestly okay with that.
You can't
I'm
be
not
mad.
like
He's the
I'm
clear number one. We need CJ Stroud to flip the shit around ASAP because if CJ Stroud keeps this up, we're gonna have to start having Trevor Lawrence, Kyler Murray type conversations about CJ Stroud.
bro. But look at that. It's not that bad. Honestly,
Okay,
it really
I'll
is
tell
not
you this.
that
I'll tell you
bad.
this. I'll tell you this.
Man, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm taking Drake London over Nico Collins.
For this
right
year,
now, I agree.
yeah, I'm not mad at that. I'm just saying, as in, you look at Nico though. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, yes, you talk about.
Say I'm
the drop he
overreacting
had.
if you want, but I'm not.
I'm not saying you're overreacting. I don't think that's not a bad.
I'm
take.
talking to the viewers.
Oh, that's not a bad take. I'm just saying, if you watch that Monday night game, it's not like Tampa's corners were locking down. CJ Stroud was just like thinking
Missing throws.
Their O line
his-
is ass.
their
They
O-line's
have no
horrible.
running game.
No run game.
Their fucking offensive scheming is literally next to.
Well, that's gonna do it for us on the start 3 bench 5 segment. Now
All things considered, I'm not mad with how it turned out.
that's completely fine. Now we're gonna do
Yeah.
a bit of a ESPN first take style segment here. Guys, is it time to start having a conversation about Mr. Joe Burrow, the quarterback for the Cincinnati Bengals, with all of the injury history that he's been going through throughout his career? Is he a lot closer to an Andrew Luck situation than we would like to think?
Oh shit. Yeah. Well, yes.
The thing is,
Unfortunately.
it's unfortunate that he's gonna probably end up like
I'm
that.
not
you
even
know?
gonna say nothing.
Hey, Andrew Luck, that's a perfect example for it. In the end of the day, there's no one to blame but whoever the GM is for the Bengals that cannot get an O-line, investing all this money in receivers late when you have to overpay them when you could use
Well,
that money.
they paid a lot of money for Orlando Brown. He's an offensive lineman.
Yeah,
but
but Orlando, one offensive line isn't going to do anything. And Orlando Brown isn't all that.
well, he was also awful last
Yeah.
year. And
What I'm saying is, it's because that's the Andrew Luck post up. All I'm saying is, with Joe Burrow's situation, it's like, aside from maybe the ACL tear that first year that he got hurt, but other than that, like every other injury that's come is, I haven't seen someone get hit so many times. Like, you know that clip of Devontae Adams last year saying, like, I got to get out of here? That's how I feel like about Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow got hit. I feel like Joe Burrow, as good as his stats are, and he's one of the best quarterbacks we talk about, he might have more hits, QB hits, than touchdowns thrown. And not doubting him that he can't get touchdowns because that's all he does. He's a touchdown machine. But he gets hit
Bro,
way
I
too
mean,
much.
Look at the postseason run that he had when he made it to the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
He was the most sacked quarterback in the playoffs.
Even though they won, yeah.
And they still made it to
Yeah.
the Super Bowl.
But
And they
that-
beat the Chiefs.
But that obviously that also came a lot with, and I'm not discrediting Joe Burrow not once. I love Joe Burrow. I'm just saying that came with also their defense being able to do that. In order, all those games they're winning, aside from maybe the Titans was a shootout, like a game winner. Aside from the Raiders game, that wild card game, every other
Yeah.
game came out to a shootout. You know what I mean? Because the defense was
Yeah.
at least able not
Even
to
with
get
Joe
blown
Burrow
out.
healthy, I would still be saying they're the worst 2-0 team in football.
100%. That's what I was gonna say. If you look at both games,
yeah.
they should not win. The Browns missed a game-winning field goal from 35 yards. I don't know how you missed that as a kicker. I'm not surprised, actually, in the league that we're in right
I mean,
now.
bro, look at his last name. He has no vowels in his last name. Off that alone, he deserved to miss. Dude's
And
last name is Schmidt. SZYMT.
And then Sunday's game against the Jaguars, Bengals are down 2 scores with 5 minutes 20 seconds left. Half the Bengals stadium is already walking out the arena trying to hit traffic before traffic hits. And you get the Jaguars, the awful Trevor Lawrence, the awful defense that just, I don't even want to say it because Travis Hunter's there, but the awful defense that just let it happen. That's all I'm saying is.
I have a question for you. Do you guys think that Joe Burrow is going to have to retire earlier than he wants to because of the injuries that have piled up on him, or do you think that he's actually going to be able to play a long, healthy career?
No, I think so too.
At the rate that he's going, if Cincinnati doesn't fix this or he doesn't leave, yes, he will.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting. You think Joe Burrow won't be a Bengal?
I think there's one of two ways this goes. One of two ways. One, he stays with the Bengals, they don't fix this shit, and he retires. I honestly have more hope in the Bengals not fixing this than actually fixing it.
Mm-hmm.
The other way it goes is that he leaves. And I have a theory that may sound crazy.
Go for it.
I'm big on JJ McCarthy. Huge on JJ McCarthy.
Wait, in what sense? Like comparing him?
Like
to Joe
what?
Burrow?
What are you getting at here?
No, what are you? Getting at?
I think he's saying Joe Burrow to the Vikings.
I'm huge on JJ McCarthy, but if it gets to a point, the Vikings have been a team that's been quote unquote contender for quite some time now, and Justin Jefferson is still yet to win
They've
a
been
playoff
pretenders. They've been pretenders for a long time.
He hasn't won a playoff game,
But they've
yet.
been making the playoffs. I think that's an
I think Minnesota could potentially go in and hijack Joe Burrow from Cincinnati and bring him over to Minnesota.
That would be one of the worst fumbles in Cincinnati Bengal history.
100%.
If that were to ever happen.
And guess what? They are the type of team to do it.
Yeah, I can't argue that, but I just don't see a situation where, a team that is known for being bad at business let something that drastic happen.
Again, also something we got to talk about. Obviously, Trey Hendrickson got that 1 year, another prove it type deal, which I don't know. That's so stupid. With the Bengals doing that, but the amount of money they've invested right now into Chase, Higgins, and Joe Burrow alone makes up for like 80% of their salary or their team salary. So moving forward, if you're the Bengals right now, you got to look at it. It's like next year,
how much is he making?
Somebody
Burrow's making. He was one of the. Remember that wave of QBs that were getting paid 5 years for $200+ mil. He was for sure there, but the Bengals got to start looking at, because if you bring in a young quarterback, you get rid of that Burrow contract essentially. But you wouldn't do that. Obviously, you'd want to keep Chase Burrow together.
Oh, he's making $55 a year.
As much as I like T. Higgins, you're gonna have to get rid of T. Higgins
all the way through the 2029 season. 2029. Wow, how far they have him locked up.
Jeez, bro.
The Bengals got to hope that rookie Stewart on the D tackle is good enough, or he's still on a rookie contract.
Mind you, he signed that deal after the year that he had
made it to the Super Bowl.
That was before he hurt his wrist.
Yeah.
Oh, like 2 years ago.
Yeah. So he has now had 2 season-ending injuries since signing that contract.
Obviously, we wish Joe Burrow the best of luck in his recovery. We hope he's able to, even if he takes this season off to recover from the injury, is not that big a deal. I think we kind of just look at it as kind of a wash season for the Bengals. Of course, it's 1 year into a contract. There's 1 year that he's not getting any younger. That goes for the rest of his team with Higgins and Chase. And I think I'm gonna agree with Yusuf. I think you can't rule out a possible departure from whether the organization or on behalf of Joe Burrow himself, because that's a big cap hit that the team is going to have to manage for the next 4
I will say, though,
3 or 4 years.
All things considered, that's a fire-ass landing spot.
That is a great landing spot.
I would love it.
Because again, something obviously we've been seeing with Jettis is trying to be that team player, telling JJ, I got your back.
Team player.
But again, you see that frustration. It's kind of like one of those like young players in the NBA where like someone like Ant or someone like, how much patience do you have in your organization before it's like, okay, I get it, I'm young.
I just hope it's not like a Damian Lillard situation where you just stay too long.
That's the thing. Exactly. We don't want that kind of situation for our guy. Relatively speaking, Joe Burrow has already had more success than a Damian Lillard has had in a Portland.
No, I'm talking about Jettas.
Or even a Jettas, for example. Yeah, for sure. But, it's a tough situation. All right, last segment here, last question. So through 2 weeks, we have multiple 0-2 teams, that being the Panthers, Saints, Bears, Giants, Chiefs, Texans, Titans, Browns, Jets, and Dolphins. Guys, I want you guys to pick one team out of these 0-2 starters who is most likely to turn it around this year.
I think the obvious one is the Chiefs.
I think so too.
Obvious, but let's go with someone.
Not the obvious. Let's pick a bit more
Yeah.
niche picks here.
I mean, I don't want to be niche and like lie to myself
Look.
because
Yeah.
all of these
It
teams
is-
fucking suck
Take
dick.
They all do.
automatically just off the bat. Take the Dolphins, the Jets, the Browns, the Titans, the Bears, Saints, Panthers. Take them all out. The three that you look around that are like realistic and good teams are the Giants, Chiefs, Texans.
Okay.
You look at each one. Okay, Chiefs are the obvious. Once they get their offensive pieces back, Worthy's questionable for week 3 now.
I guess we have to say the Texans then, because the Giants
Yeah.
division is just too.
It's too
difficult.
stacked.
Yeah.
With
Yeah.
Washington and the Eagles, so
Mhm.
it makes sense for Houston, especially the division. Like going into the year, we're talking about Houston. In a sense, Houston, it's their division to lose, which it is.
Mm-hmm.
They're losing now, but again, the Colts are looking how they're looking.
Incredible.
You don't got to really worry about the Jaguars in a sense.
Yeah, but I still
Mhm.
think the Texans can be in playoff contention,
100%.
and that would be turning it around if we're talking
Yeah,
about
yeah.
0-2.
Yeah.
It's just they got some shit to figure out. You know,
Mhm.
as I stated
I
previously.
don't know if it's the coordinator or something individually CJ Stroud.
That O line, bro.
It is
The O-line is
okay. We keep saying the
fucking
O line. The
horrendous.
O line is horrendous, but it's like the decision making CJ is making too is it's just.
Oh no,
small
it's
areas.
definitely
Yeah.
on CJ. CJ
No,
definitely
CJ
has
as
to pick up
well,
his
yeah.
play.
But I'm just looking at the weapons they have. It's like, okay, Schultz isn't a bad tight end in a sense. That's a good weapon. You got Nico, for God's sake, one top 7 receiver you want to say in the
Don't
league.
even want to look at your rookie receiver, Jaden Higgins.
Higgins, 6'4" rookie, like just it's like T Higgins. Just toss that bitch up to him, let him make a play. Like I'm
Yeah.
saying, Higgins has it in him, bro. I'm telling you. And obviously, I know they're waiting on Christian Kirk to come back. Christian Kirk started the year off with some injury, so they're hoping for him. But
And Joe Mixon too.
Joe Mixon, obviously.
Yep.
But Joe Mixon, I'm kind of taking the idea out because even if it's kind of like a Ayuk situation. It's not a for sure he's coming back. If he does come back, it's later in the year where he's still got to
Yeah.
pick up his shit and his.
Yeah. Yusuf, do you have a different team? Or are you gonna go Giants or Chiefs in here? What do you think?
I really, bro, like you guys know how high I am on the Giants and their potential.
Yeah.
It's
High
hard
on
to
meth.
choose. It's hard to choose them from this bunch.
Yeah.
The teams from what we've watched through weeks 1 and 2 so far, the teams that I've seen that have shown me something, excluding the Chiefs, are the Texans and the Giants and the Saints. Believe it or
Saints
not.
kept it close both games.
Yeah.
The Saints have not looked god awful.
Yeah, but they've played Arizona and they've played a beaten and battered 49ers team. Let's
That's what
keep
I'm
it
saying.
real.
Yeah.
Let's keep it a
Fair.
buck.
Fair. No, but the Niners defense wasn't beaten and battered. Like Spencer Rattler played a good game.
No, he
he's
did.
Played,
He did. Don't get me
Rattler,
wrong.
That's
Rattler,
something I will
honestly-
say.
But
because-
having an
shout out-
offense that depleted definitely has an effect.
Oh,
Yeah.
absolutely. But shout out to Decker, by the way. But
Yeah.
Spencer Rattler, Spencer Rattler has surprised me. I don't know if it's gonna stay that way, but he surprised me.
Hey, Chris Olave is
Um,
still healthy after 2 weeks.
Well,
Yes, he's
Well,
alive.
He's alive. He's alive.
He's alive.
Kamara looking good
But
too.
no, realistically, I think the Texans is the only other answer aside from the Chiefs. I
Yeah.
don't see anybody else that really stands a chance. I mean,
Yeah.
the Dolphins are a dumpster fire. The Jets are the Jets. The Browns are the Browns. The Titans are the Titans, and the Panthers are the Panthers. So
yeah.
it's
Shout out to the Panthers though, bro. They almost
Beat
had a
the-
generational comeback.
against the Cards.
Did you?
against
Well,
the
no. The
But again,
refs,
against
the refs
who?
were fucking selling ass.
I know they were
that
selling
game.
ass, but it still would have been fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
It would have been hilarious. It's
Yeah.
true.
All right. Now let's move on to the Street Logic games of the week. Majid, can you hit us with the first one, please?
You guys know I'm going with my Eagles on this one. I think this is
There
gonna
we
be a
go.
fire game. Our divisional rematch of the playoffs: Los Angeles Rams versus the Philadelphia
Hey, the
Eagles
Rams
this
always
week.
bring it to y'all.
The Rams do give us trouble. There's no snow this
There's no
week.
snow this
There's
time.
no snow this time, so Matthew Stafford. Well, we gotta watch out for that guy. Eagles haven't looked pretty both
I'm gonna
games.
say this now, bro. Devontae Adams is gonna have a fucking day.
Shit. On
He's gonna
Quinio?
have a fucking
Quinio?
day.
Okay. We'll see. We'll see with this defense.
Well, pick your poison,
I
Puka
do-
or Devontae. Pick your poison.
Pick your poison,
That is-
Quignon or Coop.
Mmm.
Mm.
Let's not
Like that
let's not
shit.
forget now.
Hey,
Coop.
Makuba. The
Yep.
safety too
Hey,
on that help.
Andrew Makuba.
Andrew Makuba.
Hey, Cooper Digi is a top 100 player. Don't get it twisted, bro.
Hey, Makuba, I'm just saying this. In the draft, that was probably like, I still don't understand this draft still getting fucking Jahad Campbell at the 32nd overall pick.
Hey, man,
Or
I got
31st because of trade up. Someone
man.
explain that to me.
I got the Rams.
Hey,
Matthew
Ooh.
Stafford,
Okay.
generational game. He's
Eagles.
throwing 303 touchdowns.
I got the
Oh,
Eagles.
that's
Listen,
ironic from you, by the way.
I don't
yeah,
think-
top 15 quarterback, man.
I don't think it's a shootout. I'm going to be honest. Like, I got it 27-17. I think it's going to be more possession-based in a sense. Each team's going to take about like 7-8 minutes per drive. So
We need to figure out our offense. That's
Win
what
or
we need to
lose,
do.
though, I think this is going to be a wake-up call, like you just said, for
100%,
the offense
100%.
and the scheme.
The offense.
Patula, listen, we got to fire that OC number one. We got to figure it out. We're winning. I get that. That's the most important thing. But
This
that's
is a
obviously you're
tough
playing.
defensive
That's what I'm
matchup to
saying.
figure
It's
that
not
shit
even
out.
that. It's,
Yeah.
it's later on when you're looking at certain games like, okay, Dallas, yes, you win that opening stretch. Okay, the Chiefs, we know they didn't have their offensive pieces, so it wasn't going to be a shootout. But when you start getting to a team like, we play the Buffalo Bills later on this year. We play Washington twice. We play Green Bay week 10. All teams that have tough defenses with offense potential, you're going to look at certain games where Jalen is going to have to be the difference maker in the sense of throwing for
This
three
is the
three
first
touchdowns.
one of those.
And this
Yeah.
is it. This is it right
This
here.
is the
'Cause
first one.
Yep.
that Rams offense is no joke. Yet alone that defense with
Yeah.
Burris, Frisk, all those, that O-line of the Rams as well. You know, so Jalen Carter's
Yeah.
going to have a test this week.
Yep. Nolan
So,
Smith.
Nolan Smith. So
All right. Zay, you want to
Yeah.
hit us with yours?
Yeah, I got Baltimore Ravens versus the Detroit Lions Monday Night Football. I got the Ravens edging it out 31-30. I think it's decided by a game.
I'll tell you this. I'll tell you this. I like the Ravens call and the Ravens winning this. I just don't see it being this high scoring.
Really?
I know Ravens Bills had it. Again, the Detroit the game's what in Detroit?
What the Ravens drop? 44.
On the Bills, right?
On
I'm
the
not
Browns?
saying, but
No,
I'm
on
not
the
saying.
Browns last
Huh?
week, and the
Yeah.
Yeah,
Lions just dropped
no,
54.
I'm not saying
52.
I'm not saying the
52.
Ravens won't score a lot. It's just something I told you guys about Goff. I know the Lions had the game that we expected to have when they play in Detroit, and it's one of those games. But again, who did Detroit play? Play the fucking awful dog shit Chicago Bears that we all hate. Again, Detroit are never gonna have a mid game. Detroit.
Neither teams have good defense.
I get that.
Neither of them.
But I just think the way the lines are constructed this week or this year, I'm saying, without Ben Johnson, Lions are going to have a game where they score 40 or they're going to have a game where they score 10 at most.
Yeah.
There's not going to be a game where it's 28-27. Like, I just don't see that out of the offense. It's either Goff shits the bag, throws 4 picks, or it's Amon-Ra like last week. Amon-Ra with 3 touchdowns, Jahmyr Gibbs running for 100 yards. That's all I'm saying.
Clock it.
This guy, bro.
So yeah.
Go ahead, Naoki.
Yeah, I didn't have all of the other games were taken, so I kind of just had to pick one.
Poor Naoki, bro.
It's okay. And that's what I get for picking last. But
These aren't bad games. technically.
yeah,
division
I
games, so.
I'm picking the Cardinals Niners game.
Go fuck yourself. Go fuck yourself.
What you gonna look at the roster that you have, and you're
No,
not gonna.
I'm looking at you. Shut the fuck up. Go fuck yourself.
That's insane work.
You looking at Naoki or both of us?
Okay.
But
okay. Go ahead now.
it's a divisional game. I think this division has honestly been extremely entertaining to watch in terms of who's gonna. We have 3 2-0 teams in the Rams, Niners, and Cardinals. Have all haven't lost the game yet, and this is, I think, a good game, especially with how you predict the Rams game is gonna go. This could decide who's ultimately gonna take the lead in that
I think
division.
the funniest shit about this game is one of these teams is coming out 3-0.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
what I'm
that's
saying.
crazy.
And honestly, you can look at either team and like look at how the division is, and you would think neither of them deserve it.
And Yusuf, this is another thing we're talking about the Bengals. Best case scenario coming out 3-0. If the Niners win this game, this is the best case scenario coming.
Yep.
Like, you're going 3-0.
bro.
Yeah.
Purdy's getting more time to rest. Obviously, Kittle's going to come back eventually. Then you got Ayuk coming back at, let's
Purdy,
say, week 6.
Purdy might be coming back this week.
Fuck no, he ain't.
No, he's not playing this week. Next week, I can see that. No way. This week.
Shanahan came out and said Purdy's
Well,
got a
shut the-
chance. to
Why
play this
risk
week.
it against the
Shanahan-
Cardinals? Why risk it? First
I
of all,
don't think.
Shanahan, you cannot take a single word that guy says.
You should know.
That's number one. Number two, Mac Jones didn't
All I'm
look
saying
bad.
is McCaffrey looks good. That's all
McCaffrey looks
I'm
good.
saying.
Mac Jones didn't look bad either.
yeah.
I'm glad you're saying it, but if Kyle
Oh, yeah, no,
Shanahan's
but-
saying it, I'm thinking the complete opposite.
Yeah.
That means
No.
Brock Purdy's out 3 to 8 weeks. That's what it
Yes.
means.
Hey, look,
8 months.
I think you rock out with Mac Jones as much as possible.
Rock out
while
with
you
Rock
can.
out.
He
I want to see the
he looked
Niners
good.
schedule. Let's see.
He looked good against.
But
no,
ultimately-
our schedule's the easiest
He looks
schedule.
good
there.
against
Look at
the
these
New
next
Orleans
games. Like,
Saints.
obviously, you got the Rams, Bucks back-to-back weeks. Those are tough later on. But Cardinals, Jaguars, you have the potential to start the year 4-0.
That's fucking
Yeah.
hilarious.
That's like it's hilarious because they don't deserve.
Yeah.
With the roster you have as in injuries and everything, they shouldn't be.
Yeah.
And
It'll
that's-
be like a few years ago when they were like 8-3 and then they lost like 7 straight games.
No, but even towards the end of the year, like Bears, Browns, Titans, Seahawks, Panthers, Cardinals again.
They'll Cardinal. They'll find a way.
Yeah, I think ultimately with the
Houston.
injuries to the Niners and just even in a healthy Cardinals roster, I think the talent level just ends up evening out. But I do think that it's going to be a Cardinals win, 21-20. Sorry, Yusuf.
Bitch.
I'm so glad you're taking Naoki's word for it. Naoki, I can't wait to win this game. Oh my god.
Anyway, Yusuf,
It
please.
can't be
It's
any
in
less
San Fran.
personal. I literally picked this because I had nothing else left to pick. It couldn't
Go
be
fuck
any
yourself.
less personal.
Please,
Kill yourself.
please
actually.
go ahead.
Okay, Yusuf, hit us. Close us out.
Let's bolt in unison.
Broncos Chargers is my game of the week.
Oh my
I think
God.
Yes,
in
sir.
my eyes, this is a no-brainer. I said I think it's gonna be a shootout. I got the Chargers winning at 27-24.
Like we said,
I'm
field
almost
goal
finished.
will
I'm
decide
Almost
this game.
finished. I'm almost
Herbert
finished.
further solidifies his MVP campaign early on in the season.
Oh,
I
fuck.
see QJ walking away with a touchdown. I see
Mhm.
Keenan Allen walking away with a touchdown.
Yeah.
I see Herbert walking away with 300 yards.
Oh fuck.
I'm gonna put a screenshot of over Isaiah's video and just gonna put like bolting in progress.
Yeah.
So like they don't have to actually watch him do
Yusuf,
it.
stop edging
I-
me. Come on, close.
It's a great- it's a
isn't
great-
this hilarious,
it's a-
Yusuf?
It's
The
a great
Chargers-
game, divisional matchup. Herbo's gonna go crazy.
Oh.
I'm excited. Derwin James is gonna eat.
Hey, Derwin.
Oh fuck.
Two
Fun
lead.
fact. Well, not even fun fact. I don't know if you guys checked out the media this week. Jim Harbaugh said Derwin James is the greatest safety he's ever seen play football.
Wow.
And I just finished.
Okay, bro.
I'll
Wow.
leave that up to interpretation.
It's hilarious
of
to
the
say Chargers were really about to be 3-0, and there's a potential the Chiefs are going to be 0-3. And guess what? Guess what? Let's not get started because I'm just the ultimate Chiefs hater. The Chiefs play the Baltimore Ravens next week.
Yep.
0-4.
0-4.
0-4. And the Jaguars are going to start the year 0-4. So there's no way they go 0-5. So week 5 when they play the Chiefs in Jacksonville Monday night,
Woo! That's gonna get spicy.
the Chiefs are going to be
Hey, we're getting
0-5.
too ahead of ourselves,
Yes.
boys.
All right. Thank you guys for joining us for Pick 6,
Yes, sir.
episode 5. This is the week 2 recap and the week 3 overview and preview. Thank you guys for watching. If you're watching us on YouTube, thank you guys for listening. If you guys are on any podcast streaming platforms, whether that's Spotify, Apple Podcasts, anything of the sort. If you're watching us on YouTube, please subscribe, like, comment, do all of that. Follow us on Instagram, Logic Sports. And I believe, Zayd, that's their name for all of our platforms, including TikTok. Thank you guys for your support and the engagement on the previous TikTok that we posted last week. Thank you guys so much for that. Yusuf, thank you guys once again for joining us from all the way in the East Coast. We got Darth Yusuf over there in Virginia. Boys, it's week 3.
Let's go.
Let's make it happen.
Yeah.
More
Make it happen.
to come. Sir.
Jackson Mahomes, I hope you're having a bad day.
Oh, man. Peace out. Love you guys.